New details tonight on the officer-involved shooting in Springfield. The suspect involved was shot twice. Thanks for being here. I'm Dawn Sterling.
And I'm Stacey Skryzak. Illinois State Police are investigating after a Springfield police officer shot the suspect.
It happened just before midnight in the 1100 block of Martin Luther King Jr. Drive.
Officers pulled over a vehicle they suspected was involved in the earlier shots fired call. While trying to arrest the suspect, officers say he pulled a gun and fired one shot.
News Channel 20's Monique Davis is working for you on what authorities had to say at a news conference this afternoon. Monique?
Stacey and Dawn, the Springfield police chief and mayor held a joint press conference today, and they said that they want to be as open and transparent about the incident as possible. During the press conference, Police Chief Ken Scarlett released new details, including the injuries the suspect sustained. He was hit 2 times, one in the leg and one in the back. We also know there were 3 people in the car. Officers pulled over. Officers say when they tried to arrest the suspect, he resisted, tried to run, and then fired one shot at officers. One officer returned fire, hitting the 19-year-old.
No officer, whether with the Springfield Police Department or any law enforcement agency, ever suits up to come to work with the mindset that they may be shot at or that they may have to use deadly force. That's the last thing on our minds as we prepare for work each day. Although we're trained to do that job, that's the last thing that our officers want to be involved in.
Officers began life-saving measures less than 30 seconds after the last shot was fired. The suspect is in a Springfield hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Reporting live in Springfield, I'm Monique Davis.
All right, thanks, Monique. Now, police are not releasing the name of the suspect at this time. 4 officers are on paid administrative leave. Illinois State Police is investigating. Springfield police say they are committed to being transparent through the entire process. And coming up tonight on News Channel 20 at 6, Monique joins us once again with what Chief Scarlett says he hopes will happen soon.
Well, this is the 3rd officer-involved shooting Springfield police officers have been involved in the past year. In July, officers responding to a shots-fired call found multiple people shot. The suspect fired shots at officers, hitting their squad cars before surrendering. All victims were taken to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. No officers were injured.
And last September, Springfield police officers shot and killed a teenager during an active shooter situation. The 17-year-old was trying to escape from the Sangamon County Juvenile Detention Center when he opened fire. The Sangamon County State's attorney cleared all of the officers involved. Yesterday's shooting comes less than 2 months after a Sangamon County Sheriff's deputy shot and killed Sonia Massey. Sean Grayson is charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder, aggravated battery with a firearm, and official misconduct. He's due back in court October 21st.
Springfield police promising transparency into last night's officer-involved shooting. A teenager is recovering today after officers shot him 2 times during an attempted arrest.
Police say the 19-year-old is a suspect in an aggravated robbery and a shooting.
Now, officers shot the suspect after initiating a traffic stop just before midnight last night on Martin Luther King Jr. Drive.
Tonight, Springfield Police Chief Ken Scarlett says he will be as transparent as he possibly can with the community. News Channel 20's Monique Davis joins us live.
Dawn and Stacey, Chief Scarlett says his #1 goal is the safety of the community. He and Mayor Misty Buscher called a meeting earlier this morning with the community organizations, including NAACP, Black Lives Matter Springfield, and Faith Coalition for the Common Good. He says he's proud of the relationship they've built because of ongoing dialogue. He says he also looks forward to the release of the body cam footage of the shooting.
As soon as practical, more than likely when the state police investigation is completed, it's the mayor's intent and my intent to release the body-worn camera footage because I believe it paints the entire picture of the incident from start to finish.
Scarlett says he and the mayor also sat down with the suspect's father and grandmother to explain to them what happened. Police haven't released the name of the suspect. He is in the hospital being treated for non-life-threatening injuries to his leg and back. Reporting live in Springfield, I'm Monique Davis.
Thanks, Monique. No officers were injured. The 4 officers on the scene are currently on paid administrative leave pending ISP's investigation.
Well, a teen is recovering after being shot twice during an encounter with Springfield police. Officers say they tried to arrest the 19-year-old who is a suspect in a robbery and shooting. Officers shot the suspect during a traffic stop last night on MLK Drive. Springfield police are promising transparency into the shooting. Chief Ken Scarlett warning the public to give Illinois State Police time to complete their investigation. Scarlett says the public doesn't need to jump to conclusions either. He also referenced the scene last night after the shooting, calling it chaotic.
In fact, there were several vulgar remarks made to numerous officers. There were bottles that were lobbed in the direction of officers. We had a squad car window that was completely destroyed by a brick from a bystander. And yet our officers were able to maintain and protect that vulnerable crime scene to ensure the state police could handle all their work.
Scarlett says he and Mayor Busher sat down with the suspect's father and grandmother to explain to them what happened. Mayor Misty Busher revealing a statement that the shooting reads in part, "As the mayor of Springfield, I want to assure our community that we are committed to full transparency regarding the officer-involved shooting incident that took place on September 4th. We are cooperating with Illinois State Police to ensure a thorough, independent investigation as required by our policies and state law." End quote.
Thanks for watching. Stick around by subscribing today and don't miss a single video.